Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Geo, and every day I teach you guys why the market moves the way that it does. Today, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum and what I think might happen next. Last time I left you, I was still wearing the same shirt. I didn't have this mess in the background because I wasn't doing rentals on the top floor. And most importantly, I had left you with the message that FOMC volatility was going to be a little bit kind of crazy. Okay, so we're going to talk about what we've been up to, what I've been up to, how the Nexus has been doing, and so forth. Okay, so let's just jump in real quick to a Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is dumping. Okay, and long story short of it, I mean, I've been telling the Nexus we've been flying way too close to the sun. Okay, the fact that Bitcoin came up once again to 106, 107, whatever, and after hitting 110 is kind of a concern. You know, I mean, objectively, we're at the top of the range, we're at the top of the macro range, we're in premium everything, and you should ultimately be looking for shorts when you are in premium everything, to say the least. Now, what have we been up to? Okay, I mean, I'm a scalper, guys, so every range that we're in, I'm looking for longs and shorts, just like I'm looking for in this little range right now. Okay, even though I'm saying we've flown too close to the sun, and even though I am swing short, it does not mean that I'm not looking for longs like I am right now. I haven't taken anything, I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but if I am gonna pull the trigger, it's probably gonna be on Ethereum, not on Bitcoin. I don't care to long Bitcoin, but anyways, what have we been up to? So in the Nexus, a couple days ago, today's the 1st. So 2 days ago, I said, you know, everything else remains the same. We built our narrative, and we had a beautiful long here, and we had a beautiful short here. This watch for the big wick is this watch for the big wick, and the long here hit perfectly. Okay, I asked a few Nexus members if they've taken the trade, and you know, I didn't take this long personally, but I absolutely took this short. Why? Because I'm aware that we are in premium everything. I'm aware that, as we discussed in the previous video, I did not get the market structure flip or the confirmations I wanted in this zone. And so all I see is nice liquidity that we can come and attack. Now, with that being said, yes, objectively, we have liquidity above us as well. However, when you have liquidity both ways, you just got to play the range. And when you're in the premium section of the range, if you see the confirmations you see in one of the levels that you see, then you are looking for shorts. So absolutely, I was in a swing short in this level here. I did take profit on one of the lows, and then I added more to my short here. So I'm sitting right now short and chill, and I'm looking to scalp long, at the very least scalp long, Ethereum. Okay? Now, in the event that we continue coming back up higher, because like I said, we do have liquidity up here, and I'm very much so watching these equal highs, I think that it's a swing short. I mentioned this in the last video. This should not be to any surprise, okay? I'm a scalper, but there are instances in where I'm looking for swing trades. This is one of those instances. That's why I'm not getting shaken out. I'm not going to let the bulls shake me out when it does this kind of goofy price action, and I'm willing to absorb it unless something changes, right? Like if we come and we touch this low and we hit this beautiful long area, then I would potentially expect, okay, maybe we come down, we sweep all that, we liquidate some bulls, and then we come up, and then we hit this, and then we look for a swing low. It all depends, right? Like I get the same data that you do in the same time that you do, right? Like we all get it in real time. I'm not a fortune teller, but I am fortunately able to identify where liquidity is in the market, and I'm able to counter the sentiment, right? Like everybody right now, it seems like, to me anyways, that I'm seeing, everybody is convinced that we're about to have the next leg up, that we're about to have alt season, that we're about to break out. And I'm not quite sure that that's the case yet. And it's just simply because of liquidity, right? Like the market hasn't done anything to show me that it's ready to pop off yet. And even like I said, even if I am going to long, I don't care about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at 100K. What's the most you could get out of it? I'm looking for Ethereum. But anyways, that's what I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin, right? This is kind of the line in the sand line. And if you lose this line, which we're kind of losing now, like this is kind of the last hope on Bitcoin, then I suspect we're going to see middle of the 90s easily. Okay, middle of the 90s with ease. I don't even think it's going to be a question. And you know, let me show you my position here. This is my current position right now. So I'm in just over 0.6 Bitcoin, up 2,000. I'm also short on XRP. So total, we're up almost $4,000. Nothing crazy, but you know, it is still $4,000 profit. Can't complain about it. And you know, I'm targeting much lower, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people are pulling their fibs probably from this low to this high. And although this idea might work, I'm not so sure that this fib is going to do anything. Maybe the 618. I don't think the 786 is really going to do anything. I think if we come to the 618 now, we might come up to maybe 103.5. A lot of people would be watching this zone. I'm watching the breaker block. So I mean, for me, like I like the idea of front running this level because a lot of people are going to be looking at that. They'll probably be pulling fibs from the high to the low as well, waiting for the 618. I don't think it's going to do that. So I'm looking for potentially a bounce here up until this zone, give or take, right? Like, again, if I don't see the confirmations, then I'm not going to take the trade. But give or take, I'm looking for something like this, perhaps a bounce from here up to this level, 103.5. And if not, then I don't think any bounce off of between where we are now and 97 is even going to get you like kind of anywhere at that point, to be honest with you. Like, I think if we lose this box, it's already bad. And the fact that we were already wicking it is already bad, right? Like, there's nothing good about this price action right now. Nothing's bullish right now. There's a lot of reason to go down, despite what the sentiment on the internet might be. Again, I take it level for level, but I don't think the 618 is going to do anything. And if it does do anything, I think it's going to take you up to 103.5 and then roll over. I could be wrong. Okay, I'm open to being wrong because I'm looking for longs here, especially to hedge against my shorts. So absolutely, I could be wrong. And what could end up happening, and what I kind of hope happens, is if we do get this third tap here, we hold here, we have a little mini accumulation going on right now. This accumulation takes you up to sweep these highs and these highs. And then we hit 108, 107.5, 108. And then from there, it's literally down only. That's what I'm hopeful for, because I think we're going down from this. I don't think that it's going to continue to be a free ride. You know, we do have significant divergences on significant time frames. So I think eventually, you know, like I said many times, it can't go up forever. So I am expecting a decent pullback. And if we do sweep these highs, like, trading is all probabilities, guys. And when you have highs like this, it's like, what's the probability that they go for it versus they don't? And right now we're in dead center of it. So there's a good chance that they run for it. And I hope that they do, because if they do run for that one more time, then I don't have to worry about, oh, what if this, what if that? It's like, okay, I'm just going to short 10 Bitcoin right here if they give me the confirmation, and hold it down to like the low 90s, hold it down to this wick. If I can, hold it down to like at the very least 93, 94, 95, right? It's all probabilities. So that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin right now. To be honest, I don't have any levels between here and 97. So if you start to lose this potential Model 1 accumulation, it's, in my opinion, it's just going to go down to 97. You might get a little Mickey Mouse bounce off of the 786. I don't think it's going to do anything. But again, I could be wrong, and I'm open to being wrong, but I don't think so. And if it holds here, then I'm looking for 103.5. If I don't see the confirmations that I want to see to short there or to add to my short, then I might close my short. And really, truthfully, I'm looking for shorts in this entire area. This whole area is resistance for me. It doesn't have to be 103.5. Anything above yesterday's high, which was 102.7, I'm looking to short it. And I'm looking to swing short it. I'm looking to compound. And especially if we get above 107, I'm looking to short it down. Especially if we don't take this low. Like, if we don't take these equal lows and we come back up again, which I'm praying for, like, I want it to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want it to happen. Then, you know, the rest is history on that. Now, I also want to talk about Ethereum, because Bitcoin and Ethereum work in tandem. And I've mentioned many times that Bitcoin and that I'm interested in longing Ethereum over Bitcoin. I don't think longing Bitcoin is relative to the gains that you may receive on Ethereum. I just think I said that so wrong. I think that longing ETH is going to give you a way better bang for your buck at this point. We've talked about that in previous videos as well. So if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to go watch the previous videos. However, you can see right now on Ethereum, this is my long zone, okay? And I actually updated the Nexus a couple days ago, and it happened today, saying that this is my favorite scenario for ETH, right? I think I mentioned that a lot of people would be trying to long here, and I said, no, I don't like it. And I like this zone a lot better. And now you're starting to wick that zone out as well. So this is really, like, we're at a real decisional point right now. And the reason that, I mean, we need to be paying attention is because Bitcoin and ETH, as I've mentioned, like, they work in tandem. And Ethereum, similar to how Bitcoin didn't give us a good confirmation at the low a few days ago, Ethereum did the same shit. Now, to give Ethereum a little bit of credit, ETH never follows the rules, right? Like, it never behaves accordingly, right? Bitcoin, we would expect to do some kind of structure flip or range at the low. Ethereum never, like, properly accumulates or distributes, at least not in the macro range of it, thus leaving a lot of liquidity that Ethereum leaves behind. But when you do have Bitcoin leaving liquidity below, that's the way that it's happened, and you have Ethereum leaving that same liquidity below, again, they work in tandem. And so if this zone fails, I don't think I have anything else in between. I mean, there might be something here, but there's not really much going on between where we are now and the lows back at, $3,000. So as much as I want to be bullish on Ethereum, and as much as I would love to go 100 long on Ethereum, which is what I'm looking to do, I'm looking to, when it's ready, open up a open up a 100 Ethereum long position. I don't think that it is quite time yet, as much as I would love it to be. Okay, one last thing that I'm going to leave you with in this video is USDT dominance. Everybody and their mother is bearish on USDT dominance, and we've been keeping a track of this thing very, very closely in the Nexus. Everybody in the Nexus is very well aware, and I actually left an update this morning talking about USDT dominance. And you know what? I'm actually going to shut up for a second, and I'm going to let my past self put the content on YouTube. Okay, so this is an example of one of the updates that you get. I send many updates per day. In the Nexus, in the premium Discord, I send many per day, because I keep you guys updated throughout the entire day, throughout everything that we're looking for. So I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm gonna let previous me talk. And yeah, this is the US. I got my mic off. This is the USDT update that the Nexus got earlier today. Okay, and that we're watching for. So enjoy. All right, guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. Hope you're all doing well. Listen, we got to talk about USDT, man, because we know that USDT came to this very important line of support / resistance 4 years, whatever. We know we've been watching USDT, and we know that actually USDT flipped bullish and then internally had flipped back to bullish again. Okay, there's a reason this is the make or break label, and the reason this is the make or break label is because we need to, this is kind of the last level that might hold for you to like get faking out on this pull, right? Like if this flips bearish, then okay, USDT is probably going to reject from here, and we're probably going to take out that red, which is your high time frame low again. However, you can see very clearly that that didn't happen. And if we come down to, like, let's say the 10-minute time frame, very, very clearly, like clear as day, we flipped back bullish. Okay, so we do need to be a little bit cautious, because what does this bullish pull suggest? It suggests that your mid time frame higher low to then make your higher high perhaps might be in, and this is a place as good as any for that flip to happen. Okay, so if that happens, and remember this make or break label, if that happens, the market's not going to like that. Okay, so we got to be real careful. We got to be real careful. You guys know my thoughts on Bitcoin at the current state. Did this get taken? Yeah, that got taken as well. This is not good, guys. This is not good. You know my current opinion on Bitcoin. Like, I don't care to long Bitcoin. I think we're flying very close to the sun, and when it's time to long, it's time to long Ethereum. But this is something that we need to take seriously, so we'll monitor it. In fact, I'll put some alerts here on the high and back on this low. We'll have to monitor it, but this was the make or break zone for a reason, and you just SFP'd it, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, so that was an example of one of the updates you get. You know, we are bullish. I mean, I'm not going to say we're bullish on dominance, but I'm definitely like, the key word is we got to keep our eye on it, right? I got to keep my eye on it. Things change all the time. So I can't sit here and tell you that it's not going to just roll over here. You know, well, it's just not going to just roll over. It absolutely could do that, but it's my job to make sure that we're in line with USDT dominance, and everybody and their mother have been watching this line for however long it's been. Like, this is a multi-year trend line, and everybody thinks that we faked out, or that we broke down below the trend line. We've talked about USDT dominance as well on the chart in the past, on the channel, I mean. And so, you know, this is just basic structure. We're following just basic market structure, and I just think that everybody thinks we're out of the woods, and I just don't think that that's the case just yet. Okay, we're gonna watch it, as I indicated, right? Things might change if we start SFPing some highs and whatever the case is, but for now, things are looking not as bearish as everyone made it seem earlier on dominance. And this is something that we've been watching since we approached this line back in November. So I've been keeping a close eye on dominance for about 2.5 months now, and we're very well aware on the way that this thing moves at this point. And that's why there was this make or break tag, and clearly you can see that we are making it right now. So we'll have to see. I'm sure it'll continue to be a fight around this level. Like I said, it is a multi-year trend line. It's a very, very important line. However, there's the serious case that USDT dominance stays below like it is, fakes out everybody, and then pops up, which would be very bearish for the entire crypto market. And if Bitcoin were to fall, down to these lows, which is very possible, everybody thinks that $89,000 is the dip and is the low, while it very well could be. Like I said, as traders, it is our job to kind of balance the probabilities. And I think that USDT dominance, by watching USDT dominance, will give you a good indication as to where the entire market as a whole is going to go. Like I said, everybody wants to see alt season, and I want alt season too. Like I said, I'm looking to gig along Ethereum. I'm just not convinced that it's the time yet. And so if you are interested in me making an alt season, I was going to make this video was supposed to be an alt season when video. So if you're interested in that kind of video, let me know in the comments down below if you want my opinion on as to when or just when alt season is going to be. Then let me know in the comments down below. Aside from that, guys, these are the trades that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a scalp long here. If I don't get it, then I'm looking down towards the middle of the 90s, high 90s at the very least. And like I said in that update, I think that Bitcoin flew a little bit too close to the sun. I think that Bitcoin leaving this liquidity behind is actually a good thing because it's more reason to come up later. But I do think that right now, it's not even what I think. I think objectively, we're in the premium of the premium of the premium of all the ranges. So you should be a little bit more focused on shorts when you're this high up, and I think that we flew a little bit too close to the sun. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Things can change. We will keep our eye on it all. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now. If we come down to 97 and we sweep that low from last week, I'm definitely looking for longs and potentially swing longs, because we're going to have a lot of liquidity above. But if we don't, then I'm going to hold my short and try to compound the short if I can, because I'm very well aware that especially with USDT dominance looking the way it's looking, this might be, not is, might be the beginning of a serious correction. Okay, serious, like I'm talking 30-40% correction. It could be. We could from here. You could never say never, guys. From here, we could fall. If you fall 27% from here, that's only, if we fall back down to the previous range high, that's only a 26% move from here. That's not that much. It's not that big of a deal. 30% correction from the high. Like I feel like everybody that's so certain about this bull run has been around for multiple bull markets, which means that this is possible. That 55% is possible. So again, I'm not here to spread FUD or whatever, but I'm here to tell you what I've been doing. I'm here to tell you what the Nexus has been doing. We're sitting swing short right now, man. I'm sitting swing short, and I'm not even hiccuping about it. I'm not gonna let the bulls shake me out. Yeah, that's kind of the update for now. We'll have to wait and see. But guys, if you like the content, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you love the content, hit the notification bell so you don't miss my timely updates. I'm not looking to catch any knife. Definitely not until we come down to the 97s. Things have been hard to trade already enough since Trump has gotten in office. So I'm not here to lose my capital. I'm not trying to do that. But if you are interested in joining the Nexus and getting these updates and getting these calls and getting what I'm doing and understanding why, a lot of the things that I do is I teach why the market moves the way that it does. I teach why are we looking for this? Why are we shorting here? Why is this a swing short versus this is a scalp short type thing? I believe that you will get a lot of value in the Nexus. So consider joining the link is in the description down below. And, if you like it, I will see you guys in there. And if not, I will see you in the next video. Take care.